Hello, welcome to Affordable Inspections. We're here down in Maria Island, doing a 3-story waterfront property, built in 2011. As we walk through the house, we can tell you all the structural, electrical, mechanical, and other items that we went through and did a thorough investigation. We have a 3-story home. The first level is concrete block. Second and third level is wood frame. The second wood frame building is the upper levels. We do have the hurricane impact windows and doors. As we walk through the house, just walk through and show you a couple items. We did verify that the potable water meter is out front here. Out in the front of the house, it's not turning, we're looking good. We do have a buried propane gas over here. Propane gas is buried. The propane gas goes to the on-demand hot water tank and goes to the kitchen cooktop areas. As we walk through the house, let's go through and we'll show you some of the items we have. As we walk around the house, we do have a lot of stone, simulated stone, and phone shapes, aluminum fascia, aluminum gutters, and aluminum vented soffit areas. The irrigation system is on the potable water meter. We do have aluminum railings. This is your 2010 tankless hot water tank. It heated water at approximately 112 degrees. Here is your backflow right here for your regulator for your gas, your shutoff for your gas valve. This is working fine today. As we go through, we have 2 split package systems. We have a 3-ton for the second floor, and for the first living floor level, we have a 2.5. So we have approximately 5.5 tons of capacity, which equates to 2,750 square feet of capacity. These are trained systems, 2010 and 2010. The air handlers inside are vertical systems that are operable today. Heat and cooling. Our differential was approximately 18 degrees differential versus the return versus the supplies. We do recommend the systems be properly serviced and cleaned prior to closing. We go through the house here. We have a cartridge filter, Eustachius earth, normal conditions here. We have no maintenance issues. We have good circulation. This is your gas heater, propane gas heater, which your propane gas tanks buried in the front yard. And you're around your pool. You have your normal settlement, movement of pavers and so forth. Downspouts are carried away. These are your blowout holes. Down this, we're in a V zone here, so this is your high velocity zone. The pool circulation looks pretty good. You do have a lot of loose pavers around the pool deck here. As we go into the pool, we notice a new seawall cap here, and down below the face of the seawall is the PVC sheets, which are done properly here and look very well. We do have 1, 2, 3 lights that aren't coming on, and some and the other lights under the docks are not operable today. We believe it's from the transformer. We recommend that a licensed electrician verify those conditions. As we go through the house, a lot of the upper decks, these are wood frame. The tiles have a lot of open grout lines. We highly recommend they be properly grouted and sealed to keep through. We do have the heavy sliding glass doors that were operable at the time of the inspection. However, they're heavy for the client to move. Just recommended they be properly serviced prior to the closing of the property. As you're walking around the house and going through, flow lift will be checked by others. We just do a small little look. We do have a little bit of corrosion here. I believe this is the transformer that controls the lights out here. We go back and forth. These lights here need to be properly serviced. They are not coming on today. And going back through our back to the house here, so we go through. We get the 2 stories above. These are wood frame, masonry down below, which you can see. We're not privy to engineering drawings. The aluminum fascia and soffit, aluminum gutters coming down and kicking the water out from the house. The exterior lights of these porches are working. The fans are working out here. We do have the issues again out here. These lights not working. We did test. We do have power coming out here to the equipment, but for some reason it's not leaving here going to the lights. We believe are wired up there. As we walk through this beautiful house, the landscaping is gorgeous. believe we have approximately 3 or 4 zones for irrigation. The irrigation has been the irrigation and landscaping has been very well maintained. So we're going through. I would recommend that any of the caulking and painting and waterproofing around the house be done within the next prior to closing or shortly thereafter. You have normal pitting here, the hardware pitting. That's normal corrosion. Your light fixtures aren't corroding from the salt water. We do have a lot of salt water and corrosion in these properties. These lights were not coming on, so we're asking that those be verified with the seller of the property prior to closing. We do have some wood rot down at the bottom. This is superficial, not major, but there's some wood rot there. A little bit of wood rot in these other ones. Corroded fixtures up top. Do have some dented gutters over here. This is typical for most construction and living on the water. We do have some cracked tiles that the client was very concerned about. We have some cracked travertine tiles out here for the decking. Cracked paver, of course. This is your gas generator. It is to be tested by others, to be switched on in the house. The electrical service is brought underground to the house. We have your main meter kit here. We have 400 amps. We have a 200 disconnect. When the generator comes on, the other 200. So we actually have 400 amps of capacity for that square D. There are some exposed wires above the panel, which needs to be taken a look at before we get up. Main water disconnect, meters up here. That water, it works. What we need to do is, if there's any issues ever, what you need to do is the backflow, you can shut it off there, or if you come over here, there's a shut off here in the bushes. Here's your shut off here going in the house. You just have it wrapped and protected. Coming in the garage, there's a simulated stone. These are not hurricane rated doors. They are insulated doors. These are insulated but not hurricane rated doors. They're not bad. The slab was saw cut here for control joints. As you see, the building's got block masonry down below. I did not see any stair stepping or adverse structural issues today. Here's your 2 panels, your main disconnect here, 200 amp for your generator kick on, and then you have your main panel here. So you do have 400 amps of capacity in this house. The wires are open above it. Down here in this bathroom, we have a slow shower drain in the hall bath down here for the pool, going out to the pool. These are hurricane rated doors. Unfortunately, they are very heavy and will cause issues trying to move them back and forth. You're elderly or small, you might not be able to move them as efficiently. I would just recommend you have them properly serviced. We do have an elevator shaft here. The elevator was not put in. If you wanted to add an elevator, you do have a shaft here for an elevator. If you want to add elevator equipment, you could add an elevator here that goes up in your shaft. It's been blocked off now. So as you come through, this area here is dry. Nice and dry, nothing's wet out here as you walk through. Walking through the house, front door has normal corrosion around the door handle right here. As we go through the stairs, a little bit of chipping of the tiles up here. We do have gas appliances in the kitchen, gas cooktop. Handrails are secure. They're secure to the wall. Operable kitchen, dishwasher's working, garbage disposal's working, your gas cooktop was working, your vented draft was working, all the ovens are working today. We have 2 vertical mechanical systems in the closets, again, approximately 5.5 tons of capacity. And inside the attic we have the extruded polystyrene top of wall connection has been covered. But this is the Spectre pots. An affordable inspections for inspection today. Here's a piece of mind tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. We're on limited time right now. We have clients we got to get to. Thank you for tuning to our channel. Thank you.